There's a lot of controversy surrounding everyone's favorite fluffy goat boy. A lot of this has to do with the argument about whether he is truly good or if he'll end up being a twist villain of Deltarune. Now, I am a bit biased because I think that Toby Fox can only make good characters. I am also biased because Ralsei is my favorite lonely mage prince, and hell hath no fury like me defending him from the haters. But despite my opinions on the matter, I have an explanation as to why he is the perfect character, no matter what happens in the future chapters of Deltarune. Let's start with the first side of the argument, which is to assume that Ralsei is truly just a good boy with equally good intentions. In just the first two chapters of the game, Ralsei's loving personality has won the hearts of so many Deltarune players, myself included, and if this quality of his keeps up until the end of the game, I doubt there will be much disappointment from the fans. Evidence to support this lies within the fact that Ralsei blushes when standing near Chris, indicating that he really does demonstrate some sort of bond with our protagonist. Now, there are some who think that this trait makes Ralsei a dull, flat, boring character. And as much as it pains me to admit, I can see and almost agree with this statement. Him just being the kind pacifist without much further personality can be a drag for some people. But we must bear in mind that we've only seen 2/7 of the Deltarune story so far, so things may change when future chapters are released. This leads into the opposing argument, which is that Ralsei will end up being a twist villain, or at least that he will not entirely be the character that he's been leading us to believe. Evidence supporting that Ralsei is a very sussy boy lies within the fact that he doesn't turn into a statue while in the cyberworld, unlike Lancer and Rule's card do. That being said, Ralsei goes against his own statement about how darkners cannot go outside of their own worlds. So Ralsei definitely isn't all that he's making himself seem, which means that his character arc will almost certainly change in later chapters. How, though? Only time will tell. I bring up these points as reasons as to why he is a perfect character because, no matter what happens, he is bound to be an interesting and titular part of the Deltarune story. If he acts this way all the way through, then he really is the perfect goat boy that we all know and love. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if he turns out to be a twist villain, based on his character so far in the story, I guarantee he's going to be a pretty good one. And I believe that all other possibilities in between can likewise only make this beautiful, fluffy, dark prince into a character that will go down as one of the best, dare I say, greatest of all time in Undertale and Deltarune history. If you think otherwise, don't worry. It's okay to be wrong.